So we'll go to Edit, Welcome to In, select this, and this is how this works. So with my client, the Tavern, when somebody decides to follow them back, this is automatically the message that they get in their Twitter inbox. So it just says, really appreciate the follow. If you're also into the Facebook thing, consider joining our Facebook group. And then here I've created a tiny URL that points to the group that I showed you in the last video on MySpace. For those of you who don't know, if you want to shorten a link, just go to tinyurl.com and you can shorten any link for free. On Twitter, this is important because you only have so many characters. For direct message, you have, I think it's 160 characters. So if you have a link with 80 characters, that's really not feasible. So you have to shorten it with the tiny URL. So anyway, in this case, I'm referring people to the Facebook group because, as I said, with the Facebook group, I can message people and send messages directly to their inbox, which is practically like sending them an email. So that's really powerful. So I want to be able to do that. So I really want people to join the Facebook group, and one way I can get followers to the Facebook group is by using the Social Link program and then setting up a welcome direct message. Now, alternatively, there are other things you can do here too. I could send out, let's say you're a brand new business, you could send out a welcome coupon to whoever's following you, or even if you're an existing business, you could use this to send out some kind of special offer, a coupon, automatically to anybody who follows you on Twitter. So very cool. So every person that follows you then will receive a special coupon or offer. That's also an alternative. Like I said, I'm just doing this for the time being, but the coupon also is a very good idea and can be really effective. So that is Social Link, and like I said, it's free. I would, if you have the money, I would suggest shelling out the $30 a month, because the other thing you can do with this program is you can actually pretty much blend your timelines from MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter. That way you don't have to check all three, and you can just check them from one central location. You can also basically block out people whose messages you don't want to see. And more importantly, you can do something, these scheduled updates. You can schedule an update for the future, and you can also integrate your blog. What that means is when you have a blog, and you should have one because that's part of social media, and you post an update to that blog, it will then automatically post it to your timelines. And like I said, this integrates all of your timelines. So if I post, I can simply use this program. I can make one status update, and that status update will go to MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter, and I don't have to log in to each one to do it. And like I said, I can also schedule updates for the future, so that I can schedule, say, a whole week of updates, which is a very nice feature to use. So I suggest using it if you have the money. It's one of my secret weapons. I really like using it a whole lot. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is I'm back here at my homepage. If you look at the section labeled Trends, these are topics that are really popular. So if you do a tweet on any one of these topics, for example, it's likely to be seen by a lot of people because there's a lot of people talking about it and looking for those things. Now these ones here, which you see have the # next to them, those are called hashtags, and those are basically labels for individual tweets. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically, it allows people to search Twitter, and they can use these hashtags to search, and then if your tweet is labeled with one of these hashtags, somebody searching for that kind of tweet will then find your post. As a small business owner, you don't really need to mess with these much, but I decided I'd make you aware of these, aware of what these actually are. And with the new Twitter, the new Twitter was just launched about a month or two ago. They now give you follow suggestions based on the people that are following you, and this is really cool because then you can just hit follow like that, or do that again, and then I can hit X, and I'll bring up a new person I can follow that, and I can X out of it, and so on and so forth. So it allows me to quickly follow a bunch of people based on the kind of people that I'm already following. So that's a nice little feature that's pretty cool. It's like I said, it's a brand new feature, but I really like it. So yeah, so we'll quickly go over some of this too. Here you see this is called the The @ mentions, these are when somebody responds to your name. I check this frequently, it's a couple times a day, and then if somebody, just see what people are saying about me, and so I suggest you do that, and then you can just tweet back with a friendly little message. This thing called retweets, what that is, what a retweet is, here I'll show you what that is. If you go to any of these things in the timeline, if you just move the cursor over, you'll see this button, retweet. So for the sake of example, we'll do it. This will bring up, and then I hit the retweet button. That just means I now post what they're posting into my own timeline. And again, that's a good relationship building thing. We'll talk about that in one of the later videos on engagement. But that's what a retweet is. So, and then of course up here you got your messages and that kind of thing. So that's basically Twitter in a nutshell. It's, like I said, of MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter, it's the easiest to learn and use. It's one of my favorites because it focuses mainly on the status updates. So I hope you got a lot out of this video. In the next video, we're going to be looking at something called Foursquare, which is kind of the new player in the social media scene, but it's something that I really like a lot, and that if you're a shop owner, for example, it can be a really powerful tool. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So long.